I'm Shanann Buckley O'Sullivan, and I'm the speech therapist on the FITT team.
My name is Amanda Brawley and I'm the Advanced Nurse Practitioner on the FITT team.
My name is Lisa Bergen and I'm the OT on the FITT team.
Susan O'Carroll, Acting Senior Physio on the FITT team. I play basketball with St Joseph's Basketball Club. We're based in Dual, and I'm a physio with Emmett's football team out in Listowel as well. I teach Pilates as well, and I run, lift weights, that kind of thing, classic physio, and socialise. That's kind of what I do.
I attend a gym, FITT Body in Killorglin, where I attend loads of classes. I'm also fundraising for Concern, and I've been very lucky to travel to Kenya and Peru where I did adventure challenges to raise money. But I was also very lucky to see the orphanages and the schools that I raised the money for and to see where all the good work went to. So it's very interesting. It's really eye-opening. It's a really difficult thing to see. There was one place in particular where there was one carer looking after, I think, about 13 kids, and a lot of the kids were sedated. So it was really, really difficult, and it just gives you a huge amount of perspective to come back to what we have here. We're so privileged. It was a great experience.
How young were the kids?
Anything
all
from
ages?
newborn to 12, 13. Yeah, so it was huge. Yeah, really difficult.
And that was in
Kenya.
Yeah.
I'm actually a bingo caller for Nagale a GAA club, and it's a fundraiser for the club where we have bingo once a week. And actually a lot of the people that come to bingo are socially isolated or lonely, and they come for that kind of interaction. I often see some of our clients that we've met previously. I also play tennis and I walk my dog.
I'm a member of Killarney Phoenix Fitness Powerlifting Club, so that's a big part. I'd be training about 5 days a week, so I love that. And I'm also a member of Killarney Musical Society as well. So again, with the choir here, I just like singing and singing and dancing. So yeah.
So the FITT team is a frailty intervention team that works and is based in the emergency department, and we look after people who are over 75.
I suppose we're a dedicated service that's, as Amanda said, a rapid assessment and treatment of the older person. So we're aiming to see them within a quicker time frame than they would be seen normally, and hopefully turn them around to discharge them home. If they are admitted onto the ward, we create referrals to our colleagues onto the ward to fast track that intervention as well. So I suppose overall we're just trying to improve their experience within the hospital and their pathways. I think for me anyway, one of the most interesting parts is interacting with that older person, because I think older people have a wealth of knowledge and experience that we can all learn from. So for me it's definitely listening to that, and I think as an older people in general have contributed so much to society, so we're honoured to be able to provide a special service to those in the emergency department.
Yeah, that's true. That's lovely.
Yeah, no, Lisa's hit the nail on the head there. I think for me, like, definitely it is the people. That would have been my first answer. But I think being in a hospital, I really like the fast pacedness of it. I like that you're working as a team, but right there and then your team is with you. Like, I've worked in community as well, and yes, you may contact the GPs and you'll contact your OT, but it's by phone call or email, and if they don't get it, it might be a day before you get to talk to them, whereas in the hospital, your colleagues are right there with you. And so decisions are often made faster, you're communicating a lot more face to face, and things are just a bit more, boom, boom, boom. And it's just, I find that very interesting, and that's why I always wanted to work in a hospital as well.
We'd all love if there was more services available to us in the community and to the patients, but we're just one part of hopefully a much wider frailty intervention, and changes are coming down the line, and people are happy to see us there in A&E, but there would be further role for us in the community. We've seen other needs that need to be filled, but at the moment this is where we're targeting and this is where we're effective, and we do link with our community colleagues.
So what we do on a daily basis is when we come on first thing in the morning, we get an alert as to the patients that came in that screened positive for frailty, and we see those patients immediately, and we do a comprehensive screen of those patients, identifying their needs or any problems they might have, and then we meet up regularly then throughout the day to identify who would be the best person to meet that patient's needs. And actually what's really rewarding, and we all know this, is when they come in crisis, and then we take them over the course of the day, and it could be 4 or 5 hours, we take them to the stage where they're leaving the hospital satisfied and happy, and that is really rewarding.
I suppose it's working as part of such a dynamic and progressive team. You know, like we're constantly working on trying to improve the care of the older person, so it's really exciting and it's a really supportive team to work in. On top of that, every other colleague in the hospital is really friendly, enthusiastic and welcoming as well. So we would see people who are lonely a lot of the time, and a lot of what we do is just signposting them to services in the community. So there's a home visitation service, linking them in with daycare centres, you know, just I suppose any kind of active retirement groups that are going on in the area, just signposting them towards them services.
Because it is such a close community, like you know that you're minding someone's mom and someone's dad, and like that could be a nurse up in a different ward. Now you don't know that, but it'd be in the back of your mind that like I think it makes the patients coming into you a lot more real. I remember a lecturer of mine in college, he said, you know, no one has a disability or no one has any impairments. It's your environment that makes you have the disability. So for example, if you have someone that is wheelchair bound, but they live in an area where everything is ramped and everything is smooth and there's lifts, there's options, that person can get to everything, there's no disabilities, you know? You know, you have patients and they want to go home, like that's their desire, that they don't want to come into the emergency department, they don't want to be admitted a lot of the time. They want to be home, but they're just fearful. They're worried that they're going to fall again, they're worried that their UTI isn't going to clear up, so they're going to end up back in anyway.
Sometimes with an older person who's living with frailty, it can be a small intervention that we can do, or a small adjustment that we can make to their life in the community that can make a significant difference to their lives, which can make them stay at home for longer, independently living the life they want to live. So sometimes it's not about a magic drug, a magic test, another CT brain. Sometimes it's about linking them in with their neighbour next door, or linking them in with the day centre. And I think all of us know sometimes it's the simplest things in our lives, the simplest adjustments that make all the difference. And actually that's what we do, and we can make all the difference by doing that.